Good evening, I'm Ryan, and welcome to NFL Trending. Tonight's top story: the Cleveland Browns have finally revealed the fate of rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders heading into their Week 1 matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals. After weeks of speculation, anticipation, and endless debate, the Browns have made it official, and the decision has massive implications not only for Cleveland but also for the AFC North and the NFL as a whole. Let's break it down. Ever since the Browns drafted Shedeur Sanders, the son of Pro Football Hall of Famer and Colorado head coach Deion Sanders, the spotlight has been on Cleveland like never before. Shedeur wasn't just any rookie prospect. He came into the league carrying a famous name, a successful college resume, and a fan base that has followed his every move. The question that lingered all offseason was simple: would Shedeur start right away in Week 1, or would the Browns bring him along slowly behind a veteran presence? For weeks, the team kept their plans close to the vest. Coaches spoke about competition, leadership, and preparation, but never tipped their hand. Meanwhile, fans and analysts argued fiercely. Some insisted Sanders was ready to take the reins immediately, pointing to his poise in college and his strong preseason performances. Others argued the Browns should protect him, give him time to adjust, and avoid throwing him into the fire against a division rival like Cincinnati. Now, the Browns have made their move. The organization officially announced that Shedeur Sanders will indeed suit up as the starting quarterback in Week 1 against the Bengals. That's right, the rookie will take the first snap, marking the beginning of a new era in Cleveland football. This decision signals one thing very clearly: the Browns believe Sanders is ready. Head coach Kevin Stefanski told reporters earlier today that Shedeur has earned the opportunity with his preparation, his command of the huddle, and his ability to process the game. According to Stefanski, Sanders has shown maturity beyond his years, demonstrating not just physical talent but also the mental toughness required to handle the pressures of the NFL. Now, let's talk about the matchup itself. The Bengals are no pushover. Led by Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, and a dynamic offense, Cincinnati has been one of the AFC's premier teams in recent years. Their defense, while sometimes overlooked, is physical and opportunistic. For Sanders, this is as tough a debut as it gets, stepping onto the field against a division rival, facing a team with Super Bowl aspirations, and doing it under the brightest spotlight imaginable. But if there's one thing Sanders has shown throughout his journey, it's resilience. At Colorado, he faced relentless pressure, yet week after week he put up impressive numbers and carried his team on his shoulders. He thrived under attention, often proving doubters wrong. The Browns are banking on that same mentality carrying over into the NFL. The decision also sends a powerful message to the locker room. Starting a rookie quarterback signals a commitment to the future, but it also tells the players that the organization believes it can win right now with Sanders under center. Veterans like Amari Cooper and Nick Chubb will play key roles in easing Sanders' transition, giving him reliable weapons to lean on. Meanwhile, the Browns' defense, anchored by Myles Garrett, will look to create opportunities and limit pressure on their young quarterback. Of course, not everyone is convinced this is the right move. Critics argue that throwing Sanders into the fire could backfire if he struggles early. Facing an experienced defense, the speed of the game, and the intensity of an AFC North rivalry could expose flaws and damage confidence. Some point to the long list of quarterbacks who were thrust into starting roles too early, only to see their careers derailed. But on the other side, there are examples of rookies who seized the moment and never looked back. Players like Ben Roethlisberger, Russell Wilson, and Justin Herbert showed that sometimes the best way to develop a quarterback is to let him play. The Browns clearly believe Sanders belongs in that category. The buzz surrounding this announcement is electric. Browns fans, who have endured decades of quarterback uncertainty, now have a new face of the franchise. The excitement around Sanders isn't just about his famous last name, it's about the possibility that Cleveland has finally found the long-term solution at the most important position in football. This decision also adds a fascinating wrinkle to the AFC North rivalry. The Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, represent one of the NFL's top young quarterbacks. Now, Sanders enters the fray, giving this rivalry a fresh storyline. Imagine the years ahead: Burrow versus Sanders, two dynamic quarterbacks battling twice a season in one of the toughest divisions in football. The potential for drama, intensity, and must-watch football is through the roof. Off the field, Shedeur's debut carries cultural significance as well. With Deion Sanders continuing to make headlines in the college ranks, the Sanders family brand has become one of the most influential in sports. Seeing Shedeur take his first NFL snaps adds another chapter to that story, blending legacy, expectations, and opportunity into one spotlight moment. Looking at the bigger picture, this decision could reshape the Browns' trajectory. If Sanders thrives, Cleveland suddenly becomes a legitimate threat in the AFC. With a balanced roster and a young quarterback, the Browns could position themselves as contenders not just for this season, but for years to come. But if he struggles, the pressure will mount quickly, from fans, from the media, and from within the organization itself. It's also worth noting the financial implications. A rookie quarterback contract provides flexibility for a franchise. If Sanders proves he's the guy, the Browns can build aggressively around him while he's still on his rookie deal, maximizing their championship window. That strategy has worked for teams like the Chiefs, Eagles, and Seahawks in the past. As we count down to kickoff, all eyes will be on Shedeur Sanders. The cameras will follow every throw, every decision, every moment of composure, or lack thereof. This isn't just a football game, it's the unveiling of a new chapter for the Browns, a fresh storyline for the NFL, and perhaps the beginning of a career that could define a generation. So here we are. The waiting is over. The speculation is done. The Cleveland Browns have revealed their decision, and the stage is set. Shedeur Sanders will start in Week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. The dog pound is ready, the nation is watching, and Sanders has his chance to prove he belongs. One way or another, this will be a debut to remember. That's all for tonight's top story here on NFL Trending. I'm Ava, thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for more updates, more analysis, and more coverage as we follow every twist and turn of the NFL season. And remember, when it comes to the league's biggest headlines, you'll find them right here, trending with us.